Now we're going to go local. Fee is going to demonstrate the taxi app, Uber.
This is an app for getting an Uber car driver, usually, unless you need a larger one, in which case they send you a people carrier and you do have to pay more. I demonstrated booking a journey that I regularly do. So here's my demo. This is a demo of Uber using my Samsung Galaxy S9, but I switched off Voice Assistant and I'm using TalkBack, and it is TalkBack 12 point something. So it should be a similar experience to my newer phone, which isn't set up on Uber yet. So I'm going to open Uber from the screen where all the apps are, because Google wouldn't open it, it only opened Uber Eats, which was irritating, especially since I hardly ever use it and it's quite an annoying app. The Uber app to get a ride, however, is better. This app will generally get you a car, or if you want to order for more than 3 people, then you get a people carrier type of thing. This is not an app to get you a black cab. So I'll open it.
Uber. Grid. Set the mood on your trip. Out of list.
When you first use Uber, you have to set it up with your phone number and I think an email address as well. Yes, because they email you your receipts. So you have to do that the first time, but once you've set up your account, it remembers those details. So I've already done that on this phone. So what choices do we have here?
Ride in comfort. Ride, but, food, butter, 2 wheels, but, grocery, but, enter destination, but, schedule. Enter schedule a trip, button. Tap here to go to Ealing Green Church Hall, Ealing GN, Ealing, W5, 5QT, GB. Ealing Green Church Hall, Ealing GN, Ealing, W5, 5QT, GB. Double tap.
I've been there before. So you can get groceries, you can hire a bike. Not much good if you're blind, I know, but it's there. Riding comfort, I think you get a posher vehicle. I've never done it because it costs more. So I'm not going to search for a new place. I'm just going to show you how I'd book to go to a place I've been to before. But what I will say is that you can open the search thing and type in the name of the place or the address of the place, and it will find the postcode and stuff for you. But it's always worth checking before you double tap on it to make sure you've definitely got the right place. For example, if you were going to a particular restaurant, particularly if you live in somewhere big like London, like I do, there might be various branches of that one, so you'd need to make sure you've picked the one you actually want and not the wrong one. So do read the address carefully before you choose it.
Tap here to go to Ealing Green Railway Station, Eel, the Broadway, Ealing, W5, 2NU, GB.
So I've got Ealing Broadway Railway Station as well.
Tap here to go to Ealing Green Church Hall, Ealing GN.
I'm going to go to Ealing Green Church. I'm actually not. I'm going to pretend though. So I'll pick that.
Back button. You choose a trip or swipe up for more. Selected, UberX, £7.43, estimated time 14:17, drop to off, seats 3, button, double tap to activate.
So it tells you how many people that seats, which is 3. Well, if it was just me going, that would be fine. I have had an Uber before where there were 4 of us. Now, I don't know whether this is post-pandemic, but nobody's allowed to ride in the front at the moment, and I do think that's a COVID thing. So yes, when there were 4 of us once, we had to have a people carrier, and it did cost considerably more. But it was probably still cheaper than 2 separate vehicles, but yeah, it's worth knowing about. Whereas if you order a black cab, you can fit about 5 or 6 people in. They do cost more, but yeah, it's worth knowing. So I can have UberX, which is just the normal Uber.
Uber XL, £10.86, estimated time 14:19, drop to off, seats 5, button, Double tap to activate.
So that's the bigger one, seats 5, XL.
Comfort, £8.67. Estimated time 14:20. Drop to off. Seats 3, button. Double tap to activate.
I don't know why it says drop 2 off. That's weird. Maybe it's because it's got a hyphen and it's saying that as 2. Very odd. So the choices are Uber X, Uber XL and Comfort. If I swipe to the next bit, it will tell me what Visa card I've set up. If I swipe past that,
Visa confirm Uber X, button. Confirm Uber X.
it'll
Double
say
tap to
confirm
activate.
Uber
Confirm
X.
Uber X.
Now, I don't actually want this Uber X, but I happen to know that by hitting confirm Uber X, it won't
Confirm Uber X.
ask it to come yet. So I'll do that because I want to show you what
Back
happens next.
Double tap to activate.
So what happens next is I've got a new screen and it says selected pickup location and it tells me where it thinks I am at the moment. This is another thing that you need to check before you definitely select it, because it's using SatNav, and for example it might think you're at number 57 but you're actually at number 53 or something, and so you could end up waiting what the app sees as in the wrong place and then miss your Uber. So I'm going to swipe past the location where it's saying I am, because of privacy.
Select confirm pickup, button. Confirm pickup. Double tap to activate.
I'm
Double
not...
tap to activate.
Oh, okay, I'll confirm pickup because I know that it'll do something else. It keeps saying, it keeps saying confirm. And I think this is a bit misleading because it then sounds like you're ordering, but you're not, because it then does this.
Menu, button. Trip information. Uber London has accepted your booking. Trip information.
Oh, crap.
Uber London. Menu. Trip. Uber London has accepted your booking. Finding your ride.
No,
Menu,
I don't want
button.
it.
Trip information. Drop off at Ealing Green. Menu. Trip information. Drop off by 14:21. Double tap to it. Drop off by pickup. Drop. Destination. £7. Riding with. Cancel. Button.
I'll cancel that.
No. Button. Yes. We're almost finished finding your ride. No. Yes. Uber.
Yes, I've cancelled.
Uber X. 3. Uber. Back. Button. Fares are slightly higher due to increased demand.
That was a bit of a mess. I accidentally ordered my ride, and the reason I did that is because normally it asks you to, or it has asked you to wear a mask and sanitize your hands, and then you had to click agree and ride, tap agree and ride. But it didn't this time. So I was like, oh no, I've actually booked it, so I cancelled it now. I hope they don't charge me for that. I'll soon find out. Anyway, it's gone back to a previous screen, and I want to show you what it's now saying, because Uber these days often does this, and it didn't used to, and it's something worth knowing about, because it can get expensive.
Selected, Uber X, £9.64. Estimated time 14:22. Drop to off. Seats 3, button. Double
Now,
tap to activate.
have you noticed that that's for the same journey, and suddenly it's £2 or so more expensive? Just above that it says,
Fares are slightly higher due to increased demand.
fares are slightly higher due to increased demand. Slightly higher? Up from £7 something to £9 something? That's nearly a third. I wouldn't say that's slightly higher. I'd say that's considerably higher, personally. So let's try the Comfort and the XL ones and see how much they've gone up.
Select Uber XL, £14.10. Estimated time 14:23. Drop to off. Seats 5, button.
I
Double
can't
tap to
remember
activate.
how much it said before, but yeah, that's definitely more.
Comfort, £11.25. Estimated time 14:24. Drop to off.
I think
Seats
that
3,
was about
button. Double tap to activate.
£8 something before. So within a couple of minutes, literally, I've edited out just a little bit because my phone started dinging and binging with emails and WhatsApps. because this is an older phone, so Do Not Disturb doesn't work as well on the Galaxy S9 as it does on my lovely new S20 FE, which stops all the dinging and binging. I've literally edited about 30 seconds out, and in the space of 3 or 4 minutes at the most, the price has suddenly gone up. There's 3 reasons I can see this might have happened. One is that there are just more people going out and ordering Ubers. Number 2 is it's raining, so people might order more Ubers rather than walk to places or walk to bus stops or tube stations. And number 3 is that there is engineering work on the local underground line, making travelling around rather more difficult. I'm going to have to get some sort of taxi to church tomorrow because of that, which is annoying. Anyway, so you do have to check the price before you book an Uber, because you might get a nasty shock if you don't. So I'm back to the home screen now. I will just do a quick search for somewhere just to show you how easy that is.
Set the mood on your trip. Ride in comfort. Ride button. Food button. 2 wheels. Grocery. Enter destination button.
Okay, I've edited out because it's said pickup location, and I don't want that on the podcast, but then it says
Where to button.
where to.
Double tap. English, UK, QWERTY keyboard shown.
Sainsbury's.
Samsung keyboard. DX, DS, S, A, I. Spacebar M, N, D, S.
Now let's see what I've got in the results.
Add another Sainsbury's, Lower Richmond Road, Richmond, UK, button, 3 of 6. Sainsbury's Local, Bollow Bridge Road, London, UK, button, 2 of 6. Sainsbury's, Essex Place, London, UK, button, 1 of 6. Double tap.
So,
Mrs. Destination location.
if I don't know the exact name of the particular branch of Sainsbury's, for example, which is a supermarket here in the UK, I could just type the beginning of the word Sainsbury's like I just did, and then it will list them, and I can pick one. So that's, and then I would just double tap it, and that would be the destination. While you're waiting, it will give you an ETA, estimated time of arrival, and that will go down gradually, so it'll be like 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Sometimes it goes up again slightly, I guess, if the traffic is bad or something. Some Uber drivers are particularly bad with picking up people with guide dogs. They shouldn't be, it's against the law, but they can be. I've heard of people not being picked up, blind people, but they weren't wearing their mask. So my advice would be, so that you can't possibly not get picked up, make sure, unless you're exempt, make sure you've got your mask on when the app says, for example, the Uber is 1 minute away. But there are some lovely drivers too, but I just think it's only fair to warn you, okay, that's not part of the actual design of the app, but it is part of the Uber experience, so it's something worth knowing. So, that is how to use Uber.